Buddy, does it ever get any better in beautiful northern British Columbia?
Not much better, but we can still improve a little bit.
The fishing's the best?
It's the best.
I'm with a real good friend of mine, Brian Clive. He's the president of West Coast Resorts. This guy has got, well, we'll talk about the number of lodges you've got, but he's got the best fishing in British Columbia. We're gonna catch some fish today?
Absolutely.
What kind of fish?
Chinook.
Let me see one.
Something like that.
They're beautiful.
Way to go, Darryl.
I'll tell you what, let's go fishing.
Let's do it.
You put that on ice, and I'll watch the rods.
Okay.
I'm going fishing all the time, and my baby's going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife can catch more fish than you. Any fish will bite if you got the right bait. Now here's a little something that I'd like to relate. With my pole and my line, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing. My baby's going fishing too.
Going Fishing with Darryl Choronzey is brought to you in part by Yamaha, when you want the best. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley Trilene, Canada's strongest fishing line. And by Montana's Cookhouse Saloon, fresh country cooking. Whale Channel is located approximately 450 miles north of Vancouver, tucked away in Bernard Harbor on Princess Royal Island. The lodge is situated in the untouched, uninhabited north coast of British Columbia. Here, Choronzey has come to fish with his host and president of West Coast Resorts, Brian Clive, for the mighty Chinook salmon in the uncrowded, calm, protected waters of the Inside Passage. Thousands of Chinook salmon pass right by the doorstep of Whale Channel Lodge on their way to the spawning grounds of the Kitimat River. The fish here average 30 pounds, with many in the 40 and even 50-pound range. The salmon of Whale Channel are also the strongest on the coast. Stay with us as Choronzey and Brian Clive tackle the Chinook of Whale Channel.
Nice fish.
Yeah, right up under the weeds, Brian.
Hang on, no.
Big silver. Right up under there, Brian.
Take off again.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to move away from your fish here.
Okay, no problem. Nice silver fish. And look at this guy. He just wants to sit and shake his head,
He'll
Brian.
take off.
You know, Brian, we were talking last night and we thought, let's get up before the sun comes up.
Well, we did beat the crowd out here.
Hey, 45 feet down, and he never whacked it hard. He just slowly pulled her down.
Just big fish out for a morning feed and just figured that was breakfast.
Fairly bright fish, Brian. Look at him out there.
Oh, yeah, up on top. Look at him tear up the water.
Dandy.
He sure took a while to wake up and decide to fight, though.
Yeah. Well, we got the light gear. Maybe you didn't even know he was hooked.
Well, I think he kind of came towards you instead of giving you an initial strike, so he's moving now.
Yeah, he's like a freight train.
Yeah, there he is. Let's go, catch up.
I'm trying.
I know you are. Coming right at you.
I can see.
Yeah, there he is.
You know what? He lied there. He didn't want to fight, eh? And all of a sudden, bang, just like a giant freight train.
A lot of times the bigger fish change tactics a lot during the fight.
Yeah.
You know, this one's come up to the surface, what, 3-4 times? And
You
now
know-
he's starting to sound on you here.
And you know what? I don't mind him running. It's when he's running towards the boat.
Yeah, well, that one there, you know, if you get someone else who's a little less experienced, and what they end up doing is they stop reeling because they feel that they've lost connection with the fish.
Look at this guy, just flash down there.
Keep moving away from him, Darryl.
Okay, no problem, Brian. You know, Brian, the size of this fish, I'm glad I've got the XT on.
Oh, that's nice equipment.
Just going where he wants to go.
Well, that's all right. I'd rather have him away from the boat and tire himself out rather than coming flat out in here and shaking his head, because that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah. Mr. Clive, is it always this hot in Whale Channel?
We have some phenomenal Chinook bites that happen here, Darryl, really do. And, you know, it's started to spark up here this morning. We got a couple fish on out of 3 boats, so, no, it's looking good. So we'll hopefully get a handle on this one and maybe get another whack at another one.
Brian, you get a lot of real bright fish this time of the year?
Yeah, you do. These fish are making their way up the Kitimat River, but they come in here for their last feed. They spend about a week, 10 days here, start to color up a little bit, get a little more mature. and then start to work their way towards the Kitimat River. So, you know, where we put the lodge at Whale Channel, it really allows us, I'm just going to move the boat here, really allows us to get access to these fish and hold on to them for a while.
I see the ball off that leader, and I thought, am I going to see this fish? Well, when I was out with Terry last night, I said, Terry, you get me a 40? You got yourself $300. He says, let's go fishing.
Well, these guys are motivated by the love of the fishery, but
look at this fish.
Money's not a bad part of it either.
Brian, look at this guy. He just came up with his mouth wide open. Nice and silver, eh?
Yeah. See if we can stay connected with him here on this last little bit.
He's going to spin.
No, you're going to be fine.
Look, nice fish. Look at this guy. Did you see that mark on the top of his head?
Seal.
Is it?
Yeah, seal scar.
Brian, a seal can hit a guy that big?
Oh, they can hit them that big, and they do, but you'll also get a lot of scars from fish that, you know, were hit 2-3 years ago, and they just basically like any scar.
Yeah.
From an injury.
Coming again, Brian.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn the stern of the boat and square you up.
You know what's fun, Brian? I've got the Morums on, the level lines.
Right?
But nothing beats the single action.
No, the single action. That's a real, real BC kind of style of fishing reels.
Yeah. BC thumbs too.
I'm just going to back up, give you a
keep away from that
angle
boat
on him, because I think what he's going to do is probably try to go let him underneath the boat and out towards the open water.
Okay.
Because there's nothing worse than trying to run circles around the boat, and that,
there he is again, Brian.
That'll cause problems. I'll wait till you got a nose up, and then see if we can take a shot. That's as far as you can reel there, Darryl.
Yep. Okay.
Probably going to turn and go off the ass end and let him go. That's
there he goes. I definitely do not want to horse this fish.
No, he's giving you a real good tussle.
Yeah. That's about her. I'm just going to have to work him now.
It's going to go. It's going to go. Turn him if you can. You got it.
How's she look?
She's looking real good. You can keep that direction going.
We got her. All right.
In the back.
Brian?
That was fun. That was fun. You know what? There's another one down there too.
You know, want to know something else? A fish that big, with that handle spinning, right? We'll take a thumb off. What do you figure, Brian, about 30?
It's going to be close to 30, but I think we're going to be a little under, so we still got some room to go up.
No problem.
And now for the Tasco tackle selection of the week. Today we're using a Fenwick F89 large arbor fly reel and a Fenwick rigger stick. Our line is 20-pound Berkeley Trilene XT. Our choice of bait is a cut plug herring. And don't you forget your Tasco binoculars.
Brian, what we're doing today is a form of motor mooching, right? And we're fishing cut plugs. And it's not, back in the Great Lakes, they're going to say, cut plugs, where's his J plug, where's his Lyman? We're using a frozen herring.
That's right.
Brian, put me through the steps, will you?
Sure, Darryl. Basically what you're doing is doing a bevel cut, which is an angle this way and also an angle this way. So it creates a long and a short side of the herring. So very simple cut. Take the head off. And then what, of course, you want to do is you want to take the guts out of the gut cavity, because it's the open space, or the hollow, that the water rushes into as we're trolling, and that's what creates the action. So you just spin a knife around a few times, take that out. And then what you're doing is you've got a tandem hookup rig, which is with two single hooks, barbless.
What size are they?
Those are 4/0 barbless. And I take the trailer hook out through the long side. So this is your long side here.
Yep.
And take it out through the long side, work that through, and then just leave it for now. And take the top hook and simply just come in the high side of the herring through the backbone, which acts as an anchor. Always make sure you pick the scales off the hooks. And then this hook is simply along the ventral line. It's turned, pull in the shaft, and then put it back up. Make sure that loop is clear. So you've buried that hook. And that's what these Chinooks are looking for, Darryl. They're looking for a tight, fast roll. And they're looking at this bait as a wounded herring, and that's what attracts them.
Okay.
So
now back on the Great Lakes, I'm trolling anywhere from 2 to 4 miles an hour, okay? And preferably I like the 3 mile per hour. Here, we're probably going, because of the tides, we may not even be going ahead sometimes.
That's
we're
correct.
holding the boat. And it's just a form of giving it just a touch of throttle, And when you get the angle of that downrigger cable back there, at what degree you figure?
Probably about 60 degrees.
About 60 degrees. You throw it back into neutral and let it slide forward.
Almost just straight up and down to a 90.
And you told me that what that does is that herring will come up on the
That's correct.
speed and then roll back down towards
That's
the
right.
fish.
What you're trying to do is put a change on the action of the herring. By speeding the boat up, the herring accelerates
Yep.
and also rises. And if a salmon at that moment is following, it seems to trigger that strike.
Okay. We're running 2 Morums on this side,
That's
level
correct.
wines.
Yep.
And I've got my Fenwick fly reel on the other
Yeah,
side.
that's a fun reel.
I'll let you get these 2 together.
Great.
And then we'll hook up my fly reel.
And we'll come back with a fish.
A big fish.
Going fishing returns in a moment.
Is this neat or what, Brian?
Really shy, right?
Yeah. The bald eagle, look at that. Now listen, Brian, is this the way that when there's a little lull in the bite that you turn on your customers?
All about entertainment, Darryl.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, where else can you see that?
No, nowhere. And these birds, they see us all the time. They know there's a meal sometimes waiting for them.
I saw them sitting up in the treetops, and they always seem to be in the best part of the, the best fishing holes.
Always eyeballing the water. They're seeing us all the time.
Getting to Whale Channel from Vancouver is an exciting experience in itself. For starters, you board a Pacific Coastal Airways Short 360 aircraft on a 400-mile flight north along the coast and over the snow-capped coastal mountain range to Bella Bella. From this small northern community, you switch planes and climb onto a goose. These odd-shaped little planes are often described as the workhorses of the north. Constructed in 1937, only 345 were built. Pontoons on these planes are equipped to fold in and out of the wings. Once a goose has touched down on the water, one of the pontoons is pulled into the wing, and the other pontoon is used as a rudder. Stepping out of the goose and onto the dock, you are greeted with the splendor of the British Columbia North. Bernard Harbor is one of those truly majestic locations that'll never be forgotten. Virgin forests of old-growth cedar and firs surround the floating lodge of Whale Channel. With the greetings and handshakes completed, guests are directed to the dining room for lunch, and then a period of orientation. The manager, in this case Brian Clive, explains fishing techniques as well as lodge rules and procedures. There is no such thing as guides at Whale Channel. Instead, 2 pairs of anglers are assigned boats and a fishing instructor. The instructor provides a personal orientation, where he will give a rundown on the boat, equipment on board, the fishing tackle, and how to use them. These instructors work with you during your stay, but the instructor program also allows anglers to fish on their own as well. And now for the Montana's Cookhouse Saloon tip of the week. Proper trolling speed will turn a properly rigged cut plug herring just fast enough to slowly rotate the bait in a seductive manner.
Now, are these northern coho?
They will be northern coho. These fish will probably be 12, 15 pounds by August.
Uh-huh.
They put on about a half a pound a week at this point, and they just voracious feeders. But they're nice to see.
Now, do these coho have to be released at this time of the year?
No, they don't, Darryl. They're legal, but we're after Chinooks, and so we'll keep our tickets open on them.
Brian, let me ask you one thing. Have you seen this fishery really improve in the last couple of years?
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 years with some of the restrictions on the commercial fishery, it's improved. It's really turned the corner for us in the last
Like
3 or 4
it's
years.
always been good up here in the
That's
northern
right.
part of the province, but
That's
it's
right.
getting even better.
You're just seeing more and more fish, and more juvenile Chinooks, more than 8, 12 pounders, which are next year's fish. So it all bodes really well.
Brian, how many anglers can come up to Whale Channel in one trip?
Our lodge accommodates 44 people.
So you've got 44 people.
Yep.
You're allowed 2 Chinook a day and 4 in possession,
That's
right?
correct, yeah.
How many coho?
4 also.
And again, a lot of people won't want to take home their 8 fish. They'll eat salmon in the lodge. They'll take home 1 or 2, but they're after the real big fish.
That's right, and it's getting more and more that people are practicing catch and release. We're seeing a lot of that. A lot of guys are coming to the lodge right away and telling us, I don't want to take any fish home, and that's a change that we're seeing in anglers for sure.
Well, and also you got to remember at Whale Channel, the average Chinook is over 20 pounds.
That's correct. 4 of those, 4 coho, you're probably taking home 100 pounds. So most people don't need 100 pounds.
Let's get me one more. I'll take a 100-pounder. How's that?
Let's see what we can pull off.
Going fishing returns with the Duquesne Gas Grill Shore Lunch.
My buddy Paul Cates.
My friend Darryl.
Do I call you Mr. Duquesne, Paul Cates, or the President of Duquesne, Canada?
All the above.
All the above?
I answer to whatever you ask.
Anytime?
Anytime.
Now, the only reason I have Paul Cates here is very simple. Every time he comes up and we do a show, I get a Duquesne barbecue.
Yeah, every time. I have to admit, Darryl, I'm running short of barbecues.
I'll tell you what, Paul, before I go any farther, I've got to say that Duquesne probably makes, not probably, they do make the best barbecues in Canada.
Well, today, I hope I can share that with you, Darryl, because I've got a product that I think is just a cooking system. And a cooking system is going to probably, by the end of the day, make that food just taste that much better than it would on another barbecue.
What's this one, Paul?
This is the new Duquesne stainless steel line, Darryl. It's an all stainless steel lid unit, and what we've got it warmed up now for part of the show. It's got the same cooking features as normal Duquesne. It has we don't have a system in it that actually captures the juice. We vaporize all juices just to enhance the taste of the food. So it is somewhat different, but at the same time, it really is a outdoor cooking system.
Now today we're doing a recipe that I get a lot of call for, and it's used by the Haida Indians in British Columbia, right? It's called cedar plank salmon. Now you can use two types of cedar planks. You can use a 2-inch cedar plank, and that usually gives me enough wood for 2 separate barbecues, all right? But instead, I decided to go with the 1-inch cedar. It cooks a little faster, but you actually only get the one cooking out, and then you've got to discard what's left of the cedar. You said to me, you're gonna oil the cedar plank?
Yeah, exactly. Also, too, by using the smaller piece, you get it actually starts to smoke quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're trying to do is to put on a little bit of olive oil on it.
So it doesn't stick.
So it doesn't stick, and also, too, it helps to flavor us because this is a President's Choice olive oil.
You being paid by President's Choice?
No, I'm not, but I do like their olive oil. Their garlic style olive oil. I noticed you bought one also today. So
what's that Nichols guy's name? I guess we're using his oil.
yeah, he's gone to booze instead of food, so tells you how much the food business is doing. So what this will do, it helps reduce also to the flare-up.
Okay.
We're trying to get lots of oil on it, nice flavor, and then we'll just put our nice big, put a little olive oil on the
fillet.
On the fillet.
Okay.
Okay, that's.
Now I mentioned to you, right, that there's a couple ingredients that I like on top of my fillets. Okay. First one's pepper.
Yeah. This is not going to be blackened fish, is it?
This is not blackened, but you need a little spice, Paul.
Yes, I know.
Now, okay. I also said I love leeks. Now, I like wild leeks from back in the bush, but we're not in the season for wild leeks, so we've got the store-bought.
Strictly for the bush.
They're really for the bush?
Oh, baby.
Hey, they seem like a combination of garlic and onions, right?
And it is part of the onion family, and so therefore we're just going to put these on top. They're going to warm, and then they're going to cook a little bit, and at the same time the juice are going to run out of the leek. And then
onto the salmon.
Onto the salmon, marinate it up real nice.
Okay, hold it. Now I got my peppers, right? My crushed peppers, and I've got my leeks, right?
Yes.
Now what else have you got?
Okay, we're going to put a little lemon over it. Okay, just put a.
You're really souring that thing up.
Oh, this is just going to be heart-throbbing.
And I don't think you can put too much lemon on salmon.
No, I don't think so either. But that's enough of that.
What's next?
And we'll put a little basil. Just here, on here. Okay. There.
Okay.
Very good. Just rough it
Paul,
right out. And then
now,
we're going to just one last little thing, Darryl.
More salt?
A little bit of salt. Just
Okay.
a little kaboom here.
You know what? I've never heard of
this
kaboom. I mean, this is a
is
special
a-
way of laying salt.
Yeah. We just whack it on here. And
Hold
away
it.
we
Can I
go.
have a kaboom? Hang on. Can
Okay.
I have a kaboom?
There you go.
Kaboom, kaboom. Okay.
And it's going to really bring the flavor out and just make it so succulent and juicy. It's
Okay.
gonna be so good.
So now I'm going to take the salmon fillet. I'm going to put it skin side down on the hot plank,
Yeah,
right?
and you're going to leave it skin side down. A lot of people flip them.
Yep.
As soon as you start flipping them and they've been cooked a little bit, flakiness.
How long
sets
do we
in.
leave it in?
About for every half inch, about 10 minutes.
Okay. You hold that, and I'm going to just lift that on there. How's that?
Okay.
Let me just. I'm going to lift it by the tail. Okay. That's hot. Oh! Poured the rest of the oil on there.
Yep.
Okay. Now, close it up, right?
Yep.
I'm going to close it. And how long an inch?
I think I said a half inch, but it's for every inch, 10 minutes.
Okay, so we're about an inch, so it should be
A little
ready in
bit
10
less.
minutes.
10 to 12 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got to watch it too. If there is a little bit of flaming on the cedar board,
Yeah.
we should either have a beer here just to, but what a waste. Just maybe we should use water and just keep the flame down. Away we go.
Let's use the beer.
See, it's smoking now. Isn't that nice?
Let's use the beer.
Okay. Beer's to be drank.
Mr. Cates, this looks great. Cedar plank salmon. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take a little lemon. Just squeeze
Add a little
on.
salt.
All right. I'll give you the
Just a
lemon.
bit. Okay, set that.
I'll
There we
take the
go.
salt.
Even.
Can I try this?
Yeah, perfect. Just see whether if it's as good as it tastes. Hey, you're as good as it looks.
Oh. Man, you make a great cedar plank salmon, Mr. Cates.
Man, that's good.
Tom Bird, the Executive Director of the Sport Fishing Institute of British Columbia. You guys have really turned this fishery around.
Well, I think we've been part of the solution. Luckily, the ocean survival conditions have improved. Things are improving generally. Runs are coming back, and the Department of Fisheries and Oceans has really realized the value of the recreational fishery, and so we're seeing some good fishing and good times ahead.
You know, a couple of years ago, and again, I lived in British Columbia, but I follow what's going on in Victoria and Vancouver. A couple of years ago, you got some bad press, like, you know, the fisheries, doom and gloom and all this. And I came out last year, and I don't remember the fishing as good as what I've seen on the West Coast.
Absolutely. We had a couple of years when stocks were depressed, which happens in a cycle. But honestly, last year we had record historical highs of Chinook in the north. West Coast Vancouver Island, the biggest return of coho in the Port Alberni area. Georgia Strait, where we are here today, we had coho coming back like never before, and there's every indication this year. I was just talking to some people yesterday. They saw schools of coho just out from where we are here in the middle of Georgia Strait. So things are looking good.
Now, there is a little bit of a downside. The rockfish fishery, it needs a little assistance.
There's no question, rockfish, and particularly in Georgia Strait, were in real trouble and in decline, basically from historical overfishing and a variety of other factors. So we had to do something about rockfish. The rest of the province is open pretty well for rockfish. You can get limits of up to 3, and the salmon fishery
is open. Yeah, because I've talked to some guys and they said, oh, the rockfish fishery is closed and I can't salmon fish. No, that's wrong.
That's not the case at all.
You can catch all the, well, you can stay within your limits and you can have a ball.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, can we fish rockfish here?
We cannot fish rockfish here, but we can fish salmon, and there's a lot out there right now.
You gonna get me one?
I'll get you one right now.
Let's go for it right now.
You got it.
Darryl Choronzey and the crew flew WestJet Airlines. When traveling in Vancouver, staff and crew of Going Fishing always stay at the Delta Vancouver Airport. Going Fishing has been brought to you by Yamaha, when you want the best. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley Trilene, Canada's strongest fishing line. And by Montana's Cookhouse Saloon, fresh country cooking. Going Fishing would like to thank the following fine sponsors.
Going fishing, going fishing. Baby smiling my way, gonna have a great day, no competition. Going fishing, going fishing. We'll be gone, but not for too long. Going fishing. We'll be